see if I put this one, and then yeah, I think I like that one there. I think I like that one there. Okay. Oh, hi, hi. Am I in your way? Oh, okay, good. Welcome in. How can I help you today? You're looking for a journal. Fantastic. You found your way to the journal section. Oh, yeah, I guess you can see that. So I guess you came over here to find a journal. That's great. Well, I can help you. I think that's what I'm here to do. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Can you tell how nervous I am? This is actually only my second day working here in the store, and my heart is pounding right now because you're the first customer who's actually come up to me and that I've tried to help with anything. Oh, well, that's really sweet of you. That's really sweet. So, yeah, I'm okay, but I apologize if I seem a little nervous. But I'd really love to help you today. I've been working on this display of some of our new journals, and it would be really fun to show them to you. Okay, wonderful. So, yeah, okay. So I guess first the questions I would ask you are, what tasks are you looking to accomplish with your journals? What purpose would you like them to have? What would you like to do with them? I guess that's a more direct way to ask that. What would you like to do with your journals? And then also, what size journals are you looking for? As you can see, we have a variety of sizes and styles, and sometimes the size of the journal can really make a difference depending on what you're planning to do with it and where you're planning to take it with you, if you're planning to travel with it, or anything like that. So, okay, great. Am I talking too much already? I feel like I know, with good customer service, I really want to be a good listener. So yeah, so why don't you tell me your answers to those questions? Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. So my first question was, what would you like to use your journals for? Okay, cool. Okay, all right, great. So you're looking for some journals to use for school and your studies, and then something to do some personal writing and journaling in as well. Oh, and maybe some poetry. Okay, well, I have some specific styles of notebooks that I like for poetry, so I can show you those. Okay, great. So if you have a few minutes, I would be happy to pull out some of the journals and show you what we have in those categories that you were describing, and then together I can help you, and together we can find the right selection for you. Does that sound good? Okay, wonderful. Okay. Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. It's no trouble at all. You can see in the store this time of day, it's not really that busy. And my colleague is over there at the register in case someone else, would come in and need help. And this is actually perfect for what I need to be doing. My boss actually encouraged me to just try to help people in the store as much as I could, and she actually said, if you find somebody who's willing to listen to you talk about all this stuff, that's the best way to really learn about the products and everything. So I really appreciate you letting me kind of practice and get better by helping you. Is that okay? Okay, I know I keep asking if it's okay. It's obviously okay because you're here with me. So let's do it. Okay, you're so kind. Okay, so the first thing you said was that you were looking for some journals for your schoolwork and your studies. So what exactly is it that you're studying? Just out of curiosity. Oh, wow. Well, that's really cool. Wow, good for you. That sounds very complex. Yeah, well, I guess you're right. All things are, you just take it one step at a time when you're learning. Okay, well, that's great. So, are you looking for lined notebooks and journals, or do you need blank pages? Sounds like with what you're doing, you might also be doing some sketching and drawing and that sort of thing. So, okay, you kind of like both. Okay, well, we'll take a look. We'll take a look at both of them. Is there anything else in particular that you're looking for that might help me as we're looking at these different journal selections? Oh, that's great. Well, I love to hear that. I love to know that customers are looking for journals that are aesthetically pleasing and make them happy to use, you know, that aren't just practical. I mean, you know, sometimes it's good to have a good old kind of standard, you know, spiral bound notebook for things. But even if it is, you know, for school or for things that, you know, you might be taking notes over time, it can be really special, I think, to put them into a nicer notebook, a hardback notebook, and then you have that for future reference. Oh, I'm so glad you're interested in these hardback ones because they're my favorite ones to show. So I guess I'll start with one of these. These are beautiful hardback notebooks, and this one does just say notebook on the front, which is sort of charming, I think. And these ones are a nice size. They're a nice large page size, and this is a very smooth cover. It's just really lovely to hold, and I love this one because it has this beautiful gold spine. Isn't that nice? And so I think, you know, it has this beautiful dotted pattern. It kind of reminds me of stars, you know, or the galaxy. And then when you turn it to the side, you get this beautiful metallic, you know, so it looks lovely sitting on your shelf. So inside these, let me open this one up for you. You can see it's got a nice strap here to hold it shut. These are always a little awkward to show and to work with, but they do really help. They are really nice if you're traveling with your book to keep it nice and secure. And so I'll just open this one up for you, and you can see inside are these beautiful large pages where you have plenty of room to record your notes. And I really like this style because it has this kind of perpetual calendar across the top. So each time you make an entry, you can circle the month and the day. And so that's a neat way to keep track of when you're making your entries, but it's not already predated. And so if you miss a day, or you're not doing something that you're recording every day, you can customize it in that way. And it has these nice lined pages, which I think, are nice for note-taking and such. And of course you can also be more free-form on them if you would like. And so this does have quite a few pages. It's a nice hefty journal. And then you can see here on the interior, it has this cute, just a very light pattern of some geometric shapes and little formulas and things, which, I personally couldn't make heads or tails of, but they make a nice little illustration. Yes, so that is a very nice one. I'll also show you here in the front. It has that same pattern, and then it has a little square here where you can write your information. This book belongs to. Nice and old school. And yeah, I really like this one because it makes anything that you write in it seem really special. And especially for your studies, it sounds like it might be nice to have something that you could, come back to later and use as a reference when you're actually taking up your practice. And so it might be nice to have one, like this, that could become part of a collection of your own resources and writings, and maybe turn into your own book someday. Okay, so is this at all kind of what you were thinking of? Okay, great. Yeah. Oh no, and you're right. We have some more varieties of this one. So let me show you. This is similar to that one in size and shape and style, but as you can see, this one has more of this linen kind of cover. Yeah, can you feel that? Yeah, it's got a really, really nice texture to it. This one is this lovely sort of dusty pink mauve kind of shade, I guess you would call it. I'm not very good with colors. I never know what to call the different shades, and sometimes I get them mixed up, but I like to use the fancy words when I can, so we'll call this mauve. And this one is really uplifting because it says, celebrate every day. And it also has a sort of polka dot motif with all these lovely cute gold little polka dots on it, which could be stardust or sparkles or confetti or whatever you would like them to be. And this one is just plain along the spine. It's the same texture as the rest of the journal. Such a nice sturdy texture, it always makes me feel more grounded to write in a nice hefty notebook, gives you a feeling that your words have value and have meaning, And then this one, so just like the first one I showed you, this one, it has actually just a plain, this lovely cream interior, just very classic. And then it also has the lined pages with the perpetual calendar across each page. You can see January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, all represented the top of each day. So you can fill that in as needed. And this paper has a really nice texture. It's a little bit, heavier and smoother than just, kind of your typical journal paper. And so again, it's not super fancy, and these journals are not that expensive, but they do have a little bit of that archival quality kind of feel, So again, lots and lots of pages in this one for you to fill up. And I think I neglected to show you, pardon me, sorry, I forgot. I think I neglected to show you the ribbon in the other one. This one has this beautiful purple ribbon. It's kind of deep lavender. And I really like that it's a kind of a contrasting color with the book. I think that's really lovely and kind of a little surprise. It's like a little streamer coming out of there. And let me see, with this one, and so this one does not have the little strap that goes around on this side. So if that's something that you prefer not to have, or it doesn't really matter to you, either way, this one is just a little more streamlined and simple in its design. So there's that one. And so just so you can see and fully have the scope of this one on this lovely blue one that we do have, it also has this lovely bookmarker ribbon. This is kind of a pale blue, goes nicely with the cover. So these two are just two of my absolute favorite notebooks. I use one of these for my own studies right now. Actually, I'm in school, and I have a notebook from this line that I've been using for my studies and my notes, and it's really fun and just, I don't know, makes me feel special and makes it feel a little more, I don't know, just a little more fun to take my notes. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about me, but oh, you're so sweet that you don't mind. So okay, so anyway, so we have these two. Now, are either of these ones that you think you might be interested in? Should I put aside for you? So okay, this one, the linen one. Okay, excellent. So we'll put that aside, and I'll put this one back up on the shelf. And I did want to show you one more in this line of journals, which is a little different. It's a softer back journal. Yeah, so you can see it sort of bends a little bit. These other two are quite, this other style is hardback and, you know, quite rigid, which is good in some instances, depending on what you need. But this one is a little bit more flexible. The cover, I guess I should check and find out exactly what this cover is made of, but it's some sort of, it seems like a faux leather. It really has that feel to it. It's very soft, and it says journal on the front of it in these gold letters. And it's got this lovely, let me see if I can show you more closely. It's got this lovely stitching across the top. And what's so beautiful about this one is that it has these lovely flower and botanical designs, and they're sort of pressed or imprinted or stamped. I'm sorry, I don't know the right term for that, but they're in the cover, so they're imprinted in. So it has this wonderful texture. Yeah, if you want to just kind of, yeah, doesn't that feel neat? So this one is one that's great to just, you know, it's got a great feel in the hand if you're carrying it around. And you know, you had mentioned doing some field work as part of your studies, and I just think this would be so perfect and beautiful as a botanical study notebook, journal, you know, like this could be something you could take out with you and make notes on the plants and the things that you're learning about and that you're finding out in the wild. And you know, this is the kind of journal too, this cover, it's even a little bit, it seems like it would be a little bit waterproof. You know, it's a little bit maybe tougher than other journals, so I think you could you know, throw this one in your backpack and take it out on a hike with you, and you know, maybe paste some flowers into the pages, or you know, anything that you might want to do. I mean, I think I'm getting a little bit into my journal fantasies now. Maybe I should buy one of these for myself. But yeah, so again, you've got these nice pages, and particularly in this one, because of it being flexible, I feel like this one lays really flat, you know what I mean? So you could lay it flat on a table or even outside, you know, on the ground, and be able to just write and stick things in here as you go. And again, this one has that same cool perpetual calendar at the top, you know, so you could be keeping good data on your collections. And this one then also, let me see, what happened to that bookmark? Let me see. Oh, you're so patient. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I guess I could just pull on it. Okay. Ta-da! This one has this lovely gold bookmark ribbon. And I really like how they have these little contrasting ribbons. It's just a special little touch, you know, that I think really makes them feel special. And this one has this blue, sort of turquoise blue interior as well. So like I said, this one I just think is extra special because of all the neat plants. Yeah, do you want to look a little more closely? Of course. Yeah, I'm so glad you have the time to go through this with me. Yeah, so these look like some kind of cone flowers or daisies. And then this to me looks like either a hyacinth or maybe a foxglove of some sort. These look like maybe dandelions to me. Do you think they're dandelions? And then there's just all these other beautiful viney plants and flowers. And you know, so I could just get lost just looking at this pattern. It's full of inspiration. And the pattern on this one goes all the way up and down the spine. And yeah, so I think that's all the features I have to tell you about the style. So this, you know, sort of fell into the category of a softer style large journal, and I had one more in that category. I'll put that up here for the moment. One more in that category that I wanted to show you, which is this one, which is a little bit more like a traditional notebook than the others. You know, the other ones that I've been showing you, I would say qualify more as journals. I mean, who knows how you would categorize those things. I'm certainly no expert. But this one, let me get organized about what I want to say. You're so patient. This one has these beautiful roses on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roses. And it says, appropriately, stop and smell the roses. Stop and smell the roses. So, this might be good for you for that sort of daily journaling, daily mindfulness practice you were talking about, because that is a good sentiment for that. You might write a few simple pleasures every day in this journal, like stopping to smell the roses. But you can see this one has this more traditional ring binding, so that it really can lay quite flat and can even flip around like this, you know, so if you want to be able to hold it just with the footprint of one page, and you know, do your writing across like this. I know sometimes if you're taking notes or you're out doing something, it's much easier to just have one page. And these pages are lined, and they have a little spot. It's written very lightly, so if you didn't want to use it, it's no big deal. But a little date spot on the top, and then just these lovely lined pages. So I think this one is great for a lot of uses. And again, it's got more of that traditional, old school notebook kind of feel. But it's a little fancier, you know? It's a little prettier. It's got this nice little border, goes around, and this is a very smooth cover as well. This is one that I think if you accidentally, you know, dropped a few droplets from your water bottle on, you could wipe it off and, you know, it would probably be okay. Okay, good. So those were the main styles of larger journals that I wanted to show you. We had this rose, softer bound one. We had this celebrate every day, kind of linen-y one. And you had liked this one. Yes, it's very, very pretty. And then also we had the two that I had up here, the softer backed flower inspired botanical themed journal. And then also the polka dot, spotted, starry notebook. So, of all of those, are there any of these that you like? I mean, I can certainly find other ones. If these ones aren't meeting your expectations, I can go see what other varieties we have. But I do think that these ones are pretty nice. Oh, you do like them? Okay, great. Okay, so you really like this one. I do too. It's so beautiful. Isn't it unique? Okay, I will put that one aside for you. And then you do want the celebrate everyday one. Of course. It's a beautiful sentiment, and I think this will just be lovely for keeping all of your notes and references in as you're launching in these new studies for your career. That's very exciting. Okay, wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad that I could help you find something that you like. Okay, so I'll put those two aside for you. I'll put these two back up on my display, and it's so exciting that I'll have to fill in some more things on my display. And yes, you can see we sell some used books as well, so we have some inventory hiding back there if that's something you'd ever want to look at as well. But okay, beautiful. So we have these two journals for you already, these two larger journals, and then you also said you wanted to look at some smaller journals, right? Okay, good. I thought that's what I remembered. Okay, so for your smaller journal, did you want it to be hardback or soft cover? Did you want it to have dotted pages or lined pages or blank? Do you have any preferences? And I'm sorry if I'm asking you too many questions, maybe I need to give you some time to think about it. Okay. All right, well, if that's what you're going to be using it for, then let me see. I think I can make a few suggestions. So, okay, I have some inventory kind of around here on the other side. Let me sort of find it for you back here. Yes, we always keep things hidden on the back shelves. But I do have a little stash of smaller notebooks here that I think that you might like. So the first one here, this is just sort of a classic, right? This is a very small black hardback journal. Kind of a classic little black book, you know, as they always used to say. And this one does have a strap, as you can see, so it will stay nice and secure. And then on the inside, they are just completely blank pages. And there is, is this a bookmarker in here? Or is it just another, oh my goodness, oh it is a bookmarker. I'm sorry, didn't even realize it had that. I'm sorry for being so awkward with this, but it does have a bookmarker, and it just has these lovely, completely blank pages in it. So you can write, you can sketch, you can do anything that you'd like with these pages, and it is really convenient that it is such a nice size to just take with you anywhere, and always be able to make a note. Oh my gosh, I always have a hard time getting those straight. But I think, you know, when it comes to poetry and creative writing and anything like that, you know, half the battle is just getting something on the page. So when you have a really small, reliable notebook like this, it can really make a difference in your writing practice. So this one really you can just kind of toss in your bag and go. And it's sturdy enough that it will hold up to some, you know, to some wear and being out in the world, but it's still very sleek and light and just a classic. So that's one you can always come back to, I think. I mean, in my opinion, if you need something. Let me see. This one is one that's a little larger. Now this might be larger than what you were thinking, but I did want to show it to you because it has this beautiful pattern on it. Yes, isn't that lovely? This beautiful pattern of overlapping circles and these different textures and colors. Each of these pages again has a little spot at the top for the date. It actually says subject and date, so you could put some sort of category on it if you wanted to. And it's just really cute. I like this one. I like sort of taking one page per day for anything, you know, whether that be reflections or poetry or, you know, review of a subject you're studying or whatever that might be. So, okay, so this one, okay, I thought maybe that this one might be too big, but I still wanted to show it to you. Anyway, is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah, because, you know, you might be interested in a bigger one later, and they're just fun to look at. Yeah, I know. I love journals and books too. I could just look at them all day, even if they aren't ones I'm ever going to buy. And you know, I used to be really bad about that myself. I would come into a beautiful store like this and buy, you know, a lovely journal for myself and then never write in it because I would always be worried that, you know, I was going to, you know, mess it up and ruin this beautiful, perfect new journal. And I really had to get myself out of that habit, and it took some mental discipline to do that, to say to myself, no, my words and my ideas and my expressions are worthy of a beautiful book. They don't have to be, you know, some finished, complete masterpiece. You understand? Oh, that's so sweet. Well, it is always very, very encouraging to meet other people who, you know, share the same struggles. So, especially around books and reading and creativity and writing, you know, there's a lot there to unpack for a lot of people, and so it's really special to get to talk to you about this. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be, I shouldn't be so chatty. Okay, you do not want this journal, and I know it's still a perfectly good journal, but you said you did not want this one, so I will put it back on the shelf. And let me just show you these two more small journals, and then we do have some other there are some other journal displays throughout the store, so if you want you can walk around and look at some other things, but I think these are the small notebooks that would most meet your needs. So I have two more to show you. This is one of my absolute favorites. This journal is from a line of journals called Motto. It says so on the back, M-O-T-T-O, and it says underneath, find yours, live yours. And if you go over into our main journal stock, just a couple aisles over, you will see that we carry these journals in a lot of different varieties and colors and patterns, and each one of them has a motto on the front of it. This one says F-E-A-R-L-E-S-S, fearless. And boy, that's a wonderful motto for writing, isn't it? So these notebooks are just a great size. This one has this beautiful pattern on it. They all have lovely geometric patterns on them. And they're, have a nice compact size. They have this nice kind of textured cover to them. So again, they'll kind of be tough against some battering in your bag, or, out on the writer's beat, wherever you might be. And this one is nice because it has dotted pages. You can see the dots on the page. So if that's a style that you like to work with when you're writing, you can try those dotted pages. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna whack myself right in the face with this. So silly. But yeah, so this one is dotted, and it also has the little, having such a time with these today, it also has the little bookmark, and this one's actually kind of textured. It's not just a ribbon, so it's kind of extra neat that you can put in there and take this with you wherever you would like to go. Yeah, and it's just, yeah, isn't that a neat texture? Yeah, this one's very nice. Okay, so that's another choice. And then if you wanted something that was just super duper streamlined and very lightweight, we have these cute, I don't know what to call them. They're sort of cardboard, maybe cardboard covered notebooks, which are very flexible and, can just kind of go anywhere with you. This one has completely blank pages as well, so that can be a nice feature if that's what you're looking for. And we have these in many different styles and varieties and patterns from different makers. This one I love, and it is extra cute because it has a quote from Ulysses by James Joyce on it. It says, "Yes, and his heart was going like mad, and yes, I said yes, I will, yes." And that is a quote from Molly Bloom when she is remembering being at the beach and having a picnic with her beloved Leopold Bloom, and he proposes to her, and that is her answer. Yes, and his heart was going like mad, and yes, I said yes, I will, yes. And you can see on the front here, we have a little illustration of Molly and Leopold kicking back with their picnic food and their bottle of wine, and it's just very cute. And so if that appeals to you at all, we also have some themed with other writers and other kinds of topics and themes that you could check out. So I think that's everything that I wanted to show you of the smaller journals. So just to go through those again, we have the small, plain, simple black one, very classic, very useful. And then we had this Fearless one. And then we had our cute little paper cardboard-esque. That's not really cardboard. I don't know what I should call it. Paperboard? Oh my goodness, I'll have to ask my boss about that. I'll have to ask what to call it. These little paperboard ones. So, was there one of these that you were interested in? Or should I pull out some others? Oh, this one? Okay, beautiful. Yes, I know. It's such a nice sentiment. It's such a nice sentiment to just carry that with you all the time, and particularly if you are going to use this for poetry, I just think that's wonderful. So, okay. Oh my goodness. This is so wonderful. I'm so glad I was able to help you. Okay, let me just put these two back. Okay, wonderful. So, was there anything else that I could help you with today? Would you like to see any pens or writing utensils or any cards or stationery or invitations? No, okay, not today? Okay, well maybe you can come back and see me another time, and I can help you with some other things if you ever wanted to get some fancy pens to go with your journals, or if there's anything at all that you need really, I'd always be happy to help you again. If that would be helpful, I would love to help you. Oh, well, I hope I did okay. Oh, you're so kind. You've been so kind to hang out here with me and help me learn how to do my job better. So, okay, let me finish out this little transaction with you. Okay, so I have here the 3 journals that you chose. The Fearless Journal, the small Fearless Journal. I have the large hardback Celebrate Every Day journal, and then this large soft bound Botanical journal. Oh, you've made lovely choices. These are all so wonderful. I think they will serve you very well. So let me stack these all up for you. If you would like to peruse any of the other journals or anything like that, please feel free to take your time and look at anything you'd like. And if you have any questions, just give me a little wave and I can come over and help you. And then when you are ready, you can take the stack of books over to the register and get yourself all checked out. I haven't been trained to use the register and to do those transactions yet, so I can't do that part for you, but my colleague over there will help you, and I really thank you for your purchase. Yes, you're very, very welcome. It was lovely to get to talk to you too, and again, I really appreciate you being patient with me and helping me as I learned. I already feel more confident in myself, so thank you. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, so you can take your books and enjoy your day, and thank you for shopping with us, and come again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.